Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 143. Oh, 153. We are at CrossFit Passaic Valley, home of CrossFit Games athlete, the Sheila Barden. I like to call the Sheila Barden. We actually go back a long way. Met her back in like one of the first boxes I ever coached at, so she's got this like soft spot in my heart. And anyway, she's an awesome chick, and I love to get to work out with her. I get beat up by her all the time, all that stuff, and I feel really humble. Humble is good though, right? Like we talked about that before.
Always.
Humble's good. Anyway, topic of the day is like trap dominant athletes. And as we can see, we're no shortage of traps here, right? So when we have a trap dominant athlete, and the thing that we're talking about today is shoulder clearance, right? So, or I should say, shoulder blade clearance. So if we have our scapula, it looks like a diamond that's just like this, right? Ideally, what we want to see happen is as Sheila raises her shoulder, you'll see how that shoulder blade raises out, kind of sweeps out, and allows room for the arm to come directly up over top of the head, right? Now what happens is, when we get very trap dominant athletes, this shoulder will hike, right? And then it'll lift, and you'll notice that that shoulder blade stays fixed. It doesn't slide out like it should, because, drop this arm, we only have a couple attachments to the shoulder blade. And one of these big ones right here, the levator scapula and portions of the trap, right? If it hikes up right here, the shoulder blade can't move out and to the outside, right? So it can't protract is what they call it. So here's what happens. This happens a lot with overhead movements. And when that does, and that shoulder blade becomes fixed downward, okay, we get this pinching sensation up on the top, and it smashes all those things together. You get this thing that we call an impingement. And a lot of times we'll get some anterior shoulder pain or this posterior dull ache. So we have this little exercise. It's called the 3-step press, okay? Now you could use it with any weight at all you want, right? We're gonna use it with this weight because what we want to happen is we wanna provoke that bad habit, and then we can fix it, right? So if you're just starting out with this, just use a PVC pipe. We're gonna start out with this weight just so I can show you what's going on. Here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna take and rack the bar into a front rack, and she's gonna do a regular strict press. Come on around to the side so you can see the back of her shoulders. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see her do a regular strict press, and when she does that, do a really bad one so your shoulders hike up there for me. You see those shoulders hike up first. So that's step one. Step two is she's gonna bring her shoulders back and down. You see that, just that little movement, and then she's gonna lower the weight. That's a step three. So we're gonna do it one more succession. Drive up, step one. Suck those shoulder blades back and down, step two. Descend the weight, step three, right? And you can drop that weight there. So with no weight at all, just to show a really bad one here, what we want to see happen is we want to see a weight that is used that would provoke her to hike her shoulders like she just did as she goes up, right? Then we reset at the top, bring the shoulders back and down, and then we descend the weight, okay? We would be doing small sets of this, something like in the neighborhood of 5 to 8, with whatever weight caused that provocation of that bad habit, right? And the idea is that we reset that each time so that we can learn where we should be in the proper overhead position. Sound cool? What do you think about that? She doesn't think anything about it. What do you think?
I like it.
A woman of many words.
It's good. It helps me to remember to stay in that really stabilized position, that strong position when I suck them back down into my back.
Right. Because what we have there, guys, is a lot of times we like to really hike up that shoulder, but remember that externally rotated back and down position is that most stable position of shoulder, and that's the position that we're trying to learn. That's the one that we're trying to continually ingrain so that it becomes a natural instinct. And these little drills, these are the ones that will help you do that. So guys, Sheila, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Guys, until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.
Bye. Thank you, WODdoc.